Hyper independence isn't a strength, it's a wound, and it's quietly killing your feminine energy. I know that's hard to hear because the world claps for the strong woman, the woman who handles it all, who doesn't ask for help, who always keep it together. And maybe that's you. Maybe you are the one who's built a life, a career, a reputation on being unstoppable, on being the strong one for everyone else. Everyone can lean on you. But let me ask you this, who can you lean on? Who's really holding you when you're tired, when you're breaking inside, when you just want to be seen? For most of my life, the answer was no one. I carried it out. The business, the relationship, the image on being the strong one. I wore it like a badge of honor, but it was crushing me. Hyper independence may look like power, but inside is exhausting. Keeps you disconnected, keeps love at arm's length. And today, I want to break it all down with you. Where this pattern really comes from, what is costing you, and how to finally break free from it without losing your power. Because I know how heavy it is to feel this way. And I also know how different life feels when you finally let yourself soften, let yourself to feel loved. So if you've been asking, why do I always attract men I can't rely on? Why do I feel alone even when I'm in a relationship? Or why can't I stop carrying it all? Then stay with me because this video may completely change the way you see yourself, your strength, and your relationships. And also, I just started this channel. If you can like and subscribe, it would be amazing. Thank you so much. It really helps me reach more women like us. So let's get it started. Let's start with the truth most women miss. You weren't born hyper independent, you are conditioned into it. Somewhere along the way, the little you got the message, I can't rely on anyone else, I have to do it all myself. Maybe your dad was physically present but emotionally absent. Maybe he cheated on your mom, or he was very critical, or simply wasn't there to protect you. Or maybe your mom was struggling and used you as the therapist instead of holding you. Or maybe it was just chaos, one day yelling, the next day silence. So you grew up learning that love wasn't safe, that emotions were dangerous, and that vulnerability would only get you hurt. And when the little girl doesn't feel safe to soften around her parents, she becomes the masculine, the protector, the provider, the one who doesn't need anyone. That's how hyper independence is born, not as a choice, but as a survival. And it works. It keeps you safe, keeps you in control, but it also shuts down your ability to receive. And fast forward into adult life, the little girl is now a woman running businesses, paying bills, handling everything, and wondering why intimacy feels so out of reach. It's because her body is still living in survival, not connection. Hyper independence doesn't just cost you energy, it costs you love. Because you say you want a partner who leads, who's grounded, who can handle you, but the second he tries to show up, your nervous system see him as a threat. You test him, you question him, you challenge him, you take the wheel back because underneath all that control is the scared little girl who was never protected. So when someone tries to lead, every alarm in her nervous system goes off. And what happens next? You attract men who are soft, passive, inconsistent because your energy doesn't leave space for anything else. Or you even push the good ones, the good men away, people who actually wants to love you. And the more independent you become to protect yourself, the more you confirm the very story that created the wound in the first place. See, men can't be trusted. I have to do it all myself. That's you. But your energy never left room for different kind of men. You don't attract what you say you want, you attract what your nervous system is wired for. And if it's still wired for self-protection, you will keep pulling in men who confirm that story. You keep attracting men that you have to mother fix chase while sabotaging the ones who wants to cherish you. Let me paint you a picture of what your life probably look like right now. You wake up and you straight goes to your phone to check work emails, family needs, friends drama. Everyone wants a piece of you. And you handle it all because that's what you do. You are the one they call when they are in crisis, the one who has all the solutions, the one who never breaks down because you are so strong. You run meetings like a CEO, you manage your relationships like a project manager, and you approach dating like it's a business transaction. And at night you collapse into bed, depleted, completely depleted, wondering why you feel so empty. When was the last time you genuinely felt excited about something? When was the last time you felt magnetic, radiant, alive? When was the last time you felt feminine? You have been operating from your masculine energy for so long that your feminine energy is dying. And with it, everything that makes you feel like a woman. Your magnetism, your softness, your creativity, your ability to receive pleasure, your natural rhythms, your intuition. You have become a human doing instead of a human being. And your body is screaming you to stop. But you can't stop, can you? Because everyone needs you. Because if you don't do, who will? Being needed feels safer than being vulnerable. But what is really happening while you are being busy being the strong one, your nervous system is stuck in fight or flight mode 24/7. Your cortisol levels are through the roof. Your hormones are completely dysregulated. And your body is eating itself alive, trying to keep up. And energetically, you are repelling the very love and abundance and joy you are working so hard to create. And now, I need you to get real about what this is doing to your physical body because the cost isn't just energetic, it's biological. When you live in constant masculine energy, your body thinks it's under threat 24/7. It causes burnout, numbness, the anxiety you hide under your to do list, the sleepless nights, the gut issues, the tension in your chest that never goes away. Look, here is what's happening. Your adrenals burn out. You are running on adrenaline and caffeine instead of natural energy. You crash hard and you need stimulation to function. That's why you are exhausted even if you sleep. Your hormones are out of control. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which suppress estrogen and progesterone. So your period becomes irregular or painful, your libido disappears, you gain weight around the middle area no matter how much exercise you do. Also, your creativity dies. When was the last time you created something just for the joy of creating it? Creativity requires softness, openness, trust. Everything hyper independence destroys. You look in the mirror and think, when did I become so hard? When did I lose my softness? People start describing you as intense or intimidating. Your eyes becomes flat. Your laugh. You never laugh anymore. You feel like you're living in a beautiful prison built by yourself. And that's not random. That's what happens when your nervous system runs on cortisol and hypervigilance instead of safety and connection. It's why you can build success and still feel empty. That's why you can be in a relationship and still feel alone. Hyper independence completely destroys your natural magnetism. Think about the most magnetic woman you know. Are they the ones doing everything themselves, controlling every outcome, never needing anyone? No, they are the ones who know how to receive, how to move through the world with grace and ease, who trust that life will support them. Magnetism isn't about what you do, it's about who you are being. And if you are in constantly doing mode, you have no room left for magnetism. Here's what hyper independence does to your magnetic field it makes you energetically repelling. When you are always giving, fixing, controlling, you are pushing energy away from you. People feel that. They sense that you don't need them. So they don't try to give to you. It kills polarity in relationships. There's no space for someone else's masculine energy to show up when you are always in yours. It destroys your ability to receive. You have trained yourself to reject love, compliments, help, pleasure. Oh, I'm fine. I don't need anything. Do you know how exhausting it is to be around someone who won't let people give to them? Who deflects compliments? Who insists on handling everything? It's not generous, it's rejecting. You're literally pushing away the very connection your soul is craving. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's an invitation. And when you are hyper independent, you never extend that invitation. This path that you are on has an end point, and it's not pretty. If you keep operating this way, here's what is going to happen to you. In the next 1 to 2 years, you will start noticing the physical symptoms getting worse. The exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix. The anxiety that seems to come from now here. You will blame it on stress and push through. Year 3 to 5, your body will start breaking down in ways you can't ignore. Autoimmune disease, severe hormone imbalance, depression, your relationships will suffer because you have nothing left to give. Years 5 to 10, complete burnout. Your body will force you to stop because you wouldn't listen to the whispers. Maybe it's a breakdown, maybe it's a serious health issue, but something will make you stop. And then what? Then you will spend years trying to remember who you were before you became a human machine. I have seen this story play out so many times. Brilliant, beautiful woman who gave everything to everyone else until they had nothing left for themselves. Don't let that be your story. Your body is already trying to tell you. Those moments when you feel like you can't breathe, when you wonder if this is all there is to life, that's not depression. That's your feminine essence grieving her own death. But here's the beautiful truth. It's not too late. She's not gone. She's just waiting for you to come home to her. So, how do you shift it? Not by forcing yourself to be feminine, not by waiting for the perfect man to show up and save you. The shift starts in your nervous system because until your body feels safe, we will keep defaulting to control. So, here's what healing actually looks like releasing control as a survival. Not collapsing, not becoming passive, but learning to pause, to breathe, to let go of being 3 steps ahead all the time. This is what I want to do in the morning, like a softening ritual. Before you check your phone and spend 10 minutes in feminine energy, gently stretching, breathing. Ask your body, what do you need today, beautiful body? Also, receiving practices. Once a day, practice receiving something a compliment, a help with a task, a gift. Notice the instinct to deflect it. So breathe through it and just receive. Rituals that regulate your nervous system, it's movement, breath work, journaling, grounding practices, things that signal to your body you are safe now. Rewriting these beliefs, challenging the story that love must be earned, that needing makes you weak, that receiving is dangerous. If you want to go deeper into those practices, I have created a full guide to rewire your nervous system. It's called the Soft Power Reset. The link is in the description. The link is in the description, and it's for free. Healing hyperindependence, it's not about becoming less powerful. It's about finally being powerful without the armor. Your feminine energy isn't asking much here. She just wants to be acknowledged, honored, given space to breathe. And here is the beautiful part. When you do this work, everything changes. I can promise you. Love starts to feel safe. You stop chasing men who drains you. You stop performing in relationships like it's another job. You stop mothering and fixing and start receiving. Polarity comes back. You feel your feminine soften, and suddenly that grounded masculine partner you said you wanted, he has space to show up. You wake up and instead jumping into action, you take a moment to feel into your body. You move through your day with grace instead of force. People start commenting on how different you seem, how radiant and magnetic, how present you find yourself, laughing more, playing more, creating more, feeling more. In relationships, you stop being the one who handles everything. You attract people who wants to give you, to support you, to cherish you. Your work becomes an expression of your gifts rather than a grind for survival. And your body starts healing. Your hormones balance, your energy returns. You look in the mirror and you recognize the woman looking back at you. And that's completely possible. And I want you to remember, hyper independence isn't strength, it's survival. And you don't have to live in survival forever. You don't attract what you want, you attract what your body feels safe to receive. And if this video spoke to you in any way, I need you to do three things. First, subscribe and ring that bell. I'm here to support you on your journey back to your feminine essence. Second, share this with a woman who needs to hear it. There are too many of us suffering in silence. And third, drop in the comments any questions or suggestions you have. I read every comment. The world doesn't need you burnt out, shut down, or proving your worth. It needs you whole, soft, and powerful in a way that actually feels good in your body. Your feminine energy isn't gone. She's just sleeping, waiting for you to remember her worth. And when you do, you won't just survive anymore. You will thrive. I'll see you in the next video.